Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Matthew Boyd gets the starting nod for the Tigers in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
First offering on its way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
And he pops him up back behind second base. Goodrum stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 35. Oscar Mercado.
So stepping in, Oscar Mercado. Lifetime numbers against Matt Boyd. He's hitless in 6 tries. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, at the ball.
Boyd is one of the more prolific strikeout artists in the game today. He'll get into double digits in Ks, and of course that means he's got outstanding stuff every 5 days.
One of the things that go hand in hand, Matty V, if you want to strike guys out, you have to have good stuff, and this guy has great stuff. He has 2 different pitches that he can strike you out with, and as they rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, this guy has 2 pitches that rate an 8 or a 9, which is really hard to find in baseball today.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
And the count will be full. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
And that's the beauty of having a guy in the 2-hole like him. He's almost like another leadoff hitter, working a walk with just 1 out, and I think there's a good chance that he's going to be on the move at some point.
Stepping in, Carlos Santana, the American League's Silver Slugger Award winner at first base a season ago. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stewart is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Now to the plate, Jose Ramirez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Has a look, now the pitch. Fouled off. From the stretch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Now a move over to first, but the runner's back easily. The 1-1 home.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
The 2-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And now they've got him in a rundown. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Indians there. Indians nothing. Tigers coming to bat. More to come after this on MLB Network. Shane Bieber, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Digging in, Victor Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 home. Down the third baseline. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting second, the shortstop, Nico Goodrum.
Into the box now, Nico Goodrum, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty at strike 1. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. The 0-1 pitch.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
And a dive, but he's back in. And again a throw, and he'll get back in safely. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Three balls and 2 strikes to the Tigers' designated hitter.
I don't even think I need to look in the dugout on this one. I think it's safe to assume he's going to be running. Too good a hitter at the plate not to think he's going to put the ball in play.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
So that'll bring up C.J. Cron as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And it's fouled away. 2 out with the man at first. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. An inning in the books, scoreless on MLB Network. At the plate, Jose Ramirez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Jose Ramirez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And he looks at one in there. 1-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit on the ground to third. And that's the second out.
That is fifth. The second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Ready now, Cesar Hernandez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Hops this one up. Prone in foul ground, and no one will track it down.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. 2 out, nobody on. And he popped him up. Prone ranging into shallow right. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next for the Tigers, Jonathan Schoop. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The second baseman, Jonathan.
Now here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Pitch on the way. popped him up. And Santana will watch it into the glove for the first out.
Batting sixth, the third baseman, Jamer Candelario.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And into bat next, it'll be Jamer Candelario. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Inside, ball one.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0. Three and 0 now. Now the pitch. Ruled a strike on the outside corner. 3-1. And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full 3-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. Strike three. Up next steps Kristen Stewart to try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Bases are empty here with two men out. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. We'll move to the third with no score. So striding forward now, Domingo Santana, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Domingo Santana.
The pitch. A shot down the first baseline. And there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland. And he is in there. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. At the plate, Roberto Perez, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Santana stands at second with no outs. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. I think he would have liked the green light there. It's 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
You got a full count. 3-2.
Fouled away. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. A bouncer to the left side, fielded cleanly, and he's retired here, 1 away.
Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 1, Greg Allen.
Coming to the plate now, Greg Allen, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here comes the first pitch, and that misses, ball 1. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. 3rd inning, no score to this point. 2-1 after the foul ball there. And he fouls this one off. Working for the punch out and the offering. Skied into straightaway right. Reyes will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the 2nd out.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So it's back to the top of the order now. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. First offering on its way.
0-1, no strike.
2 out here and a runner at 2nd. Two and 0 now.
No strike.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
3 balls, no strikes. And this misses for ball 4. The 2nd walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
The center fielder, number 35, Oscar.
Stepping in, Oscar Mercado. He's set. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Digging in now, Austin Romine as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The catcher, Austin Romine.
Pitch on the way.
Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
The 2-0.
Ball inside.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And he will pull into 2nd with a leadoff double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at 2nd, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Jacoby Jones the next to hit, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. A runner at second, nobody out. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. From the stretch. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Lifted into center field. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. The relay, and the relay throw is right by him at third base.
Up next for the Tigers, the right fielder, Victor Reyes.
Striding in once again, Victor Reyes, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch coming, here it is. Fouled off. Ready with the 0-1 pitch, and it's fouled away. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Another one sent foul. The next 0-2. Line toward right center. And that's a base hit as the run will come in from third, and the Tigers have drawn first blood here.
Now batting, the shortstop, Nico Goodrum.
Into the box, Nico Goodrum, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Comes set with the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Onto the bullpen roof and gone. So a 2-run shot to left center, and the Tigers take a 3-0 lead.
Swing right there, Dan. That had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, and that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. 3 runs already home here. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. In comes the center fielder, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
First baseman, C.J. Cron.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the big first baseman, C.J. Cron. Now here's the pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now 3-0 Tigers. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana settles in to lead off the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Now, a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Rounded slowly to the left side. He's got it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jose Ramirez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Reyes will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter, Franmil Reyes.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And here's Franmil Reyes stepping in. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors to this point for the Indians. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. Two 1 pitches. That circle change swung on and missed. 2-2. The pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive, base hit to right.
When you take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
To the plate now, Cesar Hernandez. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the harder plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Santana in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
Here it is, the 3-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Stewart will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Indians strand a couple. They trail it here 3-0. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off.
So coming to the plate, Jonathan Scope. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. A ball and a strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
3-2, full count. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late. Payoff pitch one more time. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and into bat next it'll be Jeimer Candelario. First offering on its way.
No, that's down.
3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. One and 2 now.
2 strikes.
Now here's the pitch. Fouled away. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Number 14.
So now to the plate, Kristen Stewart, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
Hey, down 0-2. He better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
The catcher.
Thank you, Heidi.
Roberto Carlos.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. High chopper over to first. Scooped up. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 1, Greg Allen.
In now, Greg Allen. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way.
Ball, that's off the plate. Are you kidding me?
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
The 2-0. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and with it comes Francisco Lindor to the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Indian shortstop behind 1 and 2 in the count.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
2 balls and 2 strikes the count to Francisco Lindor. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Down in order go the Tribe. They trail in this one 3-0. At the plate, Austin Romine. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Too high that time with the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And both guys can go back and get it when they need to. 96 on the one hand, 94 on the other. Next up for Detroit, Jacoby Jones. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Jones, a 27-year-old. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Now batting, the right fielder, Victor Reyes.
Digging in the switch hitter, Victor Reyes. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit out towards second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They lead it 3-0. Digging in once again, Oscar Mercado. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The windup and the 0-1. And it's 1-1. Base hit into right center.
Now batting, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Here's Carlos Santana now as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
batter, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Now the 2-0 home. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 2-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Reyes is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. The throw is wild and it gets away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Reyes.
Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Franmil Reyes. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First offering on its way.
Nope, that's down.
Now the 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Hit out towards second. A dive and he knocks it down. But the recovery will come too late and the bases are loaded now.
Now batting.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 1-0. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. The 1-1 is outside for a ball.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 2-1 home. High in the air out to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Domingo Santana. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Looking to minimize the damage here.
Ball 1, no strike.
2 down, runners at first and second. Towards second. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Indians forced to settle for 1. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Tigers 3 and the Indians 1. Stepping up now, Nico Goodrum comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the 2-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me that this guy, when he gets behind an account, sits on something off speed or the breaking ball.
One ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0.
Hey.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
In now, Miguel Cabrera. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Allen is there, 2 down.
The batter, the first baseman, C.J. Cron.
Settling in now, C.J. Cron. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder. Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. And he lays off again, ball 3.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
So that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. From the stretch.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
A runner on first with 2 away. Down and away, ball 1. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Nope.
Hit in the air to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Tigers leave 1 as the lead remains 3-1. Brian Garcia is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 33, Brian Garcia.
Now at the plate, Roberto Perez. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
The 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. Reyes is there, one away.
The right fielder, number 1, Greg Allen.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Greg Allen. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2.
Count 0-2.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. This is pulled into right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now back.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 3-1. Dominic Leone gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 53, Dominic Leone.
Striding in, Jeimer Candelario. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Jeimer Candelario.
He's set, and the pitch.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
In there, strike 2. Leone, once a member of the Cardinals organization, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that means Kristen Stewart will dig in at the plate. From the stretch. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To Santana to get the double play.
Now batting, the catcher, Austin Roma.
So base is empty now after the double play. And now it'll be the catcher, Austin Romine. First pitch coming. Here it is. The cutter runs outside. Ball 1. The 1-0 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
2 out, nobody on.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
Late that time for a strike.
2-1.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Tigers failed to make any noise, and it's still 3-1. Buck Farmer has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 45, Buck Farmer.
Digging in and looking for more, Oscar Mercado. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Oscar Mercado.
First offering on its way.
Hey!
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sent toward first, but no problem at first, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
A look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. So now Carlos Santana. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
1-2.
Now here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And another foul ball. The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
At the plate now, Jose Ramirez. Ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. Line drive to left. Stewart will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Tribe, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Ready once again, Jacoby Jones. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
The center fielder, Jacoby Jones.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
And a ball 1-0. That misses. 2-0.
2-0.
Outside. 3-0 now.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Now at the plate, Victor Reyes. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Runners on the move for second. And he fouls this one off. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. On the ground to short. Could this be 2? Hernandez at second. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Into the box now, Nico Goodrum. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Pause and the 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clear.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Tigers are shut down there, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Joe Jimenez comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 77, Joe Jimenez.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Franmil Reyes. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. And that's over. 2-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Now batting, second baseman.
So striding in, Cesar Hernandez. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
He's set. Here it comes. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Nobody out, runner on first. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Domingo Santana, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Into the box, Domingo Santana. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A 1-0 delivery. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
The 2-2. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
The catcher, number 55.
Delino DeShields will come on now and pinch run here.
Your attention, please. Now running at second base, number 0, Delino.
So now to the plate, Roberto Perez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now. Down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Jordan Luplow will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 8, Jordan Luplow.
Standing in now, Greg Allen, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
The 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Roll. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Jose Cisnero gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off.
Cisnero.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw to first will take care of him as the tying run will be left stranded at second base. This ball game is over.
Man, that's what you would call an efficient outing. One pitch and he gets the save. He doesn't get paid by the pitch, so he just figured he'd end it quickly and hit the showers. Good call.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Detroit led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Matthew Boyd is credited with the win. Shane Bieber struck out 10 in the losing effort. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.